Welcome to Table Talk, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanksgiving week.
Thanksgiving week. We've made it. It's a good holiday.
Well, what about football? There's football on Thursday.
Yeah, there's going to be football on. Let me do a test real quick.
You know, we're testing.
Yeah. So we got football tomorrow, Thursday.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good time of year, man. It doesn't really feel like it yet as far as the weather, but we were just talking. It's going to get down to 23 next week. You excited about that?
Not for my patio. People are having Christmas parties. I don't know what we're going to do, but
Tis the
yeah, I'm
season.
excited. But, I think the only thing I miss in my life is just having kids, So you have kids, I don't. So when people have kids, they have a lot going on, Now I
Yeah.
have to live through the people I know, So I find out there is a purse called Go-Yard. If you haven't heard of it. If you haven't.
A purse called Go-Yard?
Yeah, it's like Louis Vuitton, but it's Go-Yard. They're only sold in New York and Chicago. They're not much. I mean, they're at like 1,800. I don't want to say a lot, but I found out that as a Christmas gift.
Okay.
So what's the most money you ever spent on a gift?
Oh, man.
My Beatles gift?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Yeah. A limited edition Beatles
Or the-
Abbey Road collector's item.
What about Lonzo Ball's?
Oh, yeah. Lonzo Ball's rookie
Well,
card.
he's been shooting good. So what's the most expensive you've ever bought?
I don't know. It's probably like a purse or
Do you think
jewelry.
you ever when
You know
were-
what? How about this?
I don't want-
a ring. I bought a wedding ring once, and that was
There you go.
that was
And
pretty
you got a
expensive.
beautiful wife, but your wife, when you met your wife, do you think as it goes along, you buy less of a gift because you're more worried about the kids? Is it more focused on the kids? Right. That would be.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's just it's more, because you still got to buy your wife stuff.
Now, who gets the Christmas gifts for the kids? How does that work now?
Santa.
No.
Yeah. No, we they still send out the magazines. When you were a kid, did you get the magazines in the mail that would come out? You'd circle everything you wanted. That's what so they still do that. But of course, the magazines nowadays are like Amazon. So they circle everything, and then we kind of pick out. Of course, they circle literally everything in the magazine, and then we just kind of go through and pick it out. There's always the
Do you
big ticket
Amazon?
items.
Do you go I Amazon everything now? It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, we Amazon pretty
Even
much.
like Creed, that cologne. I don't know if you wear it all, but I literally got it. Now the problem with whether they keep it a long time. I just bought some new Creed. Instead of going to Nordstrom's again or whatever, I got it online. It was like, wow, boom, and it's same price.
Yeah.
I
I feel like you might want to buy stuff like that direct.
I mean, do you bring the kids? I used to go to Toys R Us. You bring them there?
They don't have Toys R Us anymore. It's gone.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
it's
right.
gone.
I forgot. What about?
It's
do they have any-
Target.
do you
It's
just
Target.
go to Walmart,
Target, yeah.
I mean, do
Target.
you look around and hey, do you like that? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you listen to them throughout the year, and as it gets closer, there's like big ticket items they want, like maybe it's a bike or a scooter or something like that, and so you start with that, and then you kind of get them to.
You know, my best thing is watching Greg and Denny put together the damn toys. I think Greg had
It's the worst.
the Lego. I think it was Greg or Denny. I'm not sure. They were putting Legos together, and this is complicated.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you get a bad batch of instructions too. I think I made the mistake like 3 years ago, waiting till the night of, I think it was when my son, it was the first Christmas we were parents, so we were like, we'll put it together. It didn't really matter because he was so young, but we'll put it together that night. And it was such a mistake. So usually I've already started ordering everything. I'll start putting it together in beginning of December because just too much goes on as you get through December, and it's it gets closer and closer, and you don't have time to put everything together. And if you open the wrong thing up or you buy the wrong thing and it's way more difficult than you thought, yeah, it's frustrating. It's every parent's nightmare.
Oh, it's
You're
wrong.
waiting till the night of Christmas, like Christmas Eve, thinking, I did that last year. Last year I got a trampoline for the kids, and I tried to put it together that in one night, and it was a terrible idea.
Hey, Ron, we're talking about put the headset on there, but I know we're talking about putting
Can you
together.
hear us, Ron? You got us?
We're talking about Christmas gifts and how he has to put them together for the kids, and I don't. I just have to buy a purse for maybe one of the girls I'm dating or something. You know what I mean? It's just a lot different than having kids.
Well, I don't know how you've avoided it for all these years, man. But take it from me. Christmas is expensive.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Well, we're talking about I'm saying I saw Greg put together. I think it was Greg or Danny put together the Lego thing. And then Greg was like getting frustrated, he couldn't find the one thing to put it together. Like how you have to. He's talking about a month before.
Well,
yeah.
The night before is like the last minute. You don't want to do that.
Yep.
That creates real issues and fights.
Yes.
So you want to be prepared, but at least my kids are older now, so we're not putting together Legos and stuff like
Right.
that. They want Xavier wants soccer balls, and Emerson wants saddle for horseback riding, and my oldest daughter, who's a chef, she wants like knives.
Why don't you go on GoYard.com? Only sold in New York and in Chicago a purse. So it gets a little bit more maybe pricey too, but you're not putting it together.
Right. Exactly.
So I never heard of GoYard or whatever it's called. It's something
Never
like
heard of
that. But it's a purse they only sell in New York and Chicago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But I want to introduce you to Ron Bryan. He's our chef, and he's been working with me since 2002. But Ron, what do we got going on Thanksgiving? What are you working on?
All right. Well, of course, obviously we've got turkey. We're also serving, one of my favorite items that has been on the menu forever.
case?
I got it right here.
Okay.
So lobster ravioli is one of my favorites. I'm glad to see that
Oh,
on the
nice.
menu, of course. Of course, we've got the salmon.
What about the turkey, Ron? I mean, let's talk about the turkey.
He
How
said
many
turkey. He said
pounds
turkey
of
first.
turkeys we're gonna have to do? It's,
Yeah.
it's a whole bunch of turkey, and you're gonna sell probably close to 500 orders
We
of
added
turkey.
stuff. Be honest with you, 75% of the menu is turkeys, and then the rest. I did have a customer call up, and we really don't have on the menu. He goes, "Can I get my kid a grilled cheese?" I'm like, "It's Thanksgiving. I'll do it for you, but like, we're not Burger King because special orders do upset us,
Right.
in a way.
You
'cause
can't
you're
have it
trying
your way
to-
here.
Well, you're lucky people are working for you. We're very fortunate. I don't say lucky that our staff wants to work on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I mean, that's a blessing.
So
Yeah.
But yeah, you're going to be busy. And, I'm going to say that, behind turkey, your filet medallions are probably the second best seller. So the filet medallion is going to be available. Then the lobster ravioli and salmon. So you also have barbecue chicken this year, and you're going to have ribeyes. I think the ribeyes are going to be very
yeah,
popular.
we kind of like again for that. We used to do a buffet. But then with the buffet, I'd get complaints because they're waiting in line. Then I'd walk by, and then these people would come one time, and that was their first experience at Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of times, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, a lot of times it's your first experience at Red Rocks. So your first experience at buffet. Well, then it gets. I mean, it's hard because it does get cold sometimes, not on purpose, but it gets. If you're in the wrong moment for the buffet, it can get.
Yeah.
So then people complain to me.
You
and
still
then
do buffets for
the
certain
desserts
holidays.
aren't the same, and I'm like, finally, I was like, sure, we'll just do some menu
Special
items.
Thanksgivings. Yeah. you're
Now
gonna
South
do that
Park
right.
does a 3-tier menu, totally different than us, but they've been doing that for a while. So we tried that one year, and then I had people yell at me, so I stopped doing that. It was really our kitchen.
What's
it
a
was,
3-tier menu?
well, you get a salad,
Okay.
a few entree choices, and dessert for $50.
Yeah.
The problem is with our restaurant, it's Strawberry Hill, and you know this. South Park was designed as a kitchen. It's bigger. It's got a bigger pantry station.
Yeah.
So if you ever design a kitchen, it's a lot bigger. So you can do different things. Where our kitchen is, I always open it up thinking, if I close, this is what I am. But it's not the biggest kitchen. We have to bring in a food truck just to
Yeah.
To
store the food.
store food, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, but
Well, what about like Easter and Mother's Day? We want to talk about, busy days.
Yeah.
And
I feel like I
the
come
service
here
there
a lot
is very
on.
different.
I
Right?
think I've been here a few years on Mother's Day, and y'all done the buffet and.
well, but again, Thanksgiving for the number of people, but it's a special. What you got to worry about. It's a special day for people. So I had one day. I'll never forget my first year. I'll never forget the rest of my life. 1998. I was a chef actually, and this lady wanted to talk to me. John Love, my partner, doesn't want to work Thanksgiving. I work Thanksgiving, right? And I'm fine with that. And she was so mad she didn't get a booth. That we only had 5 booths back in the day down there. And she started yelling at me like, I'm more or less yelling at me. They're yelling at me like, I can't get a booth. I made a reservation for a booth. Now, it's our first Thanksgiving. We had more tables than I ever thought we'd have. We had like 30
Yeah.
tables. Then the server like, yeah, you should have a booth. He walks out. I'm like, now we got like 4 or 5 servers. I'm sweating. Me and Angelo back in the kitchen. I'm sweating. And she wrote a letter on the Desert Business Journal. I said, well, listen, if you got a problem, call the owner, John Love. I didn't tell her. I said, you call John Love. I'll give you his cell phone right now. Call him because I'm working. And she put in the Better Business Bureau that the manager was so rude. And I was. And everybody started clapping when they left. It was the funniest story. It's on the Better Business Bureau. But that's what taught me about. And for now on, I don't do that. But like, I just calm down because it was
you
her.
quit giving out John's number to any
I'll
customers.
give her that now, man. I go to his house. He's got a big feast at his house. So,
Yeah.
but
Now, I get people don't want to cook on Thanksgiving, but when you go to a restaurant, how demanding, should you be
Right.
on
on
Thanksgiving,
holidays?
oh,
Right,
no doubt.
right?
No, especially
Yeah.
Christmas Eve
Right.
and Thanksgiving. I don't mind the other ones.
Right.
You should be ready for Valentine's Day. You should be ready for Mother's Day. We're talking about people that need to make
Right,
money
that
to
celebrate
support
the
their
holiday too,
family.
yeah.
And they're here with me. And usually I do a lot of stuff for them. I usually give Dunkin' Donuts in the morning for sure if they were open. But then I stopped doing that because I forget to change the app.
Yeah.
And then my food comes here. You know what I mean? Like you're ordering, like, I'm
Yeah,
so
you're
excited
sitting at
for
home
Viva
and you
Chicken.
forgot to change it back to your home.
It goes
Right,
here.
right,
So
yeah.
Mikey will call and say, hey, you got some Viva Chicken here. And I'm like, I just eat it. But I think, people like Ron for working and helping out and just the prep and
Yeah.
everything. We're doing a little Friendsgiving tonight, and Ron's cooking me some turkeys back
Oh, nice.
there.
So you like a fried turkey? You like it baked,
So,
smoked?
I typically do at my house a smoked turkey.
Yeah.
I'll brine it for a couple days
Yeah.
and then smoke it slow overnight, with a bottle of bourbon. The bourbon doesn't go on the turkey.
Yeah.
Bourbon goes inside me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But,
Yeah.
that's the
yeah,
process.
Yeah.
You take
Yeah.
slow
Brine,
turkey.
yeah. Brine
But yeah,
yourself too.
Call right down Michael, say he loves coming to my house for those bourbons.
Yep.
Right. So
Yeah, I smoked one a few years ago. And I have a big green egg, and I tried it out for the first time. It was pretty good.
right.
I don't think everyone likes the smoked turkey because, like, I took it into some friends. I think we had like a friends.
Yeah.
And people are like, I'm not big on the smoked, but I personally like it. I like fried turkey too.
I love
I think the biggest thing I miss is my mother's stuffing.
Right,
Stuffing's my
right.
big thing.
I
Yeah,
get it.
stuffing.
No, I get it. Like my grandmother, her sweet potato pie. And I think black families would do sweet potato pie, and I think white families did the pumpkin pie.
Wow.
We
Yeah.
never did
We
pumpkin
did
pie.
pecan
You know what I
pie.
mean? You did pecan pie.
Pecan.
Well, we did pecan pie too. I think everybody does pecan
Yeah,
pie, right?
yeah.
But I miss my grandmother's sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
To this day. So I
I think everybody
get
has
you,
to have
bro.
like cranberry, cranberries. I never ate the damn cranberry. They just want to put cranberries on everything. I'm like, who eats it? Like, I don't even know who eats the cranberry. We never go through it. Do you eat cranberries?
No.
Right.
I think the older generation does. That's something really traditional.
Yeah.
But when it came to us, we started getting that cranberry in the can, and that was gross.
Yeah.
So we skip it.
I don't
But
even know.
sometimes if you don't have it though, people are upset.
I think my favorite, like, we do like collards.
Collard
we're
greens are
country,
awesome. Love
like
collard greens. Right.
I'm originally from Fayetteville and got family in Robeson County, so it's like collard greens, chicken dumplings, chicken pastry, sweet
Oh yeah,
potatoes.
that's North
all-
Carolina, Southern North Carolina.
Yeah, it's
right?
all
Yeah.
southern.
Right,
It's
yeah.
very southern North
Yep.
Carolina.
Yeah, you can't lose.
And yeah, so now I got cousins who like to put ketchups on their collards, and I don't know if you've ever tried that before.
No.
But
Yeah.
Is Mark? He's from New York, though.
Yeah,
But does
yeah.
he come to this? What's he? What's the
no,
family
he's
doing?
with me here. He's actually come to our. So when we do it in Fayetteville,
He's coming.
he has come before, and we have like 40. I've got tons of cousins,
Wow.
and so it's
Fayetteville.
like, yeah, and there's people all over the place.
I
And
have a
so-
story about Fayetteville. I think I
Yeah.
told you.
Oh boy, I got stories too. And
I opened a Hooters there
yeah,
when I was with Hooters back in the
near
day.
Fort Bragg,
I
the
listen.
army base. I can imagine
I'll
that.
tell you
Hooters.
privately the story, but it's a
Yeah.
good story. I stayed like at the Holiday Inn or something. It wasn't like they didn't have no real nice hotels there, but
No, they don't.
Right.
but
yeah.
so y'all went there. So
So Mark did come one time. I think it was maybe a culture shock to him because he's my father-in-law's from Brooklyn,
Right.
and it's just like as country as you can get as far as the food's concerned.
right, yeah.
cornbread.
he
it's
probably
collard
liked it
greens.
though.
He
Absolutely.
He loved it. They loved it.
He
They had a
probably
great time.
ate until he had a coma.
Yeah, he
Right.
was. They were. I mean, they were trying things they never tried before, and they loved it.
I do tell you, there's a restaurant that I would recommend if you have nowhere to go on Christmas.
Bob Evans.
I
gonna say
told
this?
you, Bob
Yeah, you
Evans,
said this
yeah.
last episode.
And to be honest with you, the Bob Evans me and my mom went to, and my dad died, and we went there because I didn't have any food at home. And the other one is the best is honey baked ham. My mom comes in now, I just buy that,
Right.
and she eats the whole week.
Right. Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
funny, DoorDash. You can get it like even today. I mean, I'm making turkey. I have so much food. I don't know what we're gonna do. I have like 14 people coming. Everybody's bringing something, but I'm like, well, I got to look at the list.
Leftovers,
There's
man. It's the best
ham.
part.
I
That's
know,
the best part of
but
Thanksgiving
like,
is the leftovers. The next day you make turkey sandwiches. Ham
I know it's just me,
sandwiches.
dude. I mean, what am I gonna do? Like maybe, I mean, it's not like
No, you give some. Do you
Send it
Tupperware?
home.
Yeah, you
Send-
take.
yeah,
you
take
guys
some-
take a
take some
plate.
takeout.
put a table outside.
Everybody,
maybe.
everybody tonight.
Take some
should leave.
takeout boxes home
Everyone,
with you.
yeah, everyone tonight.
Should I
should
do the
leave.
hurricane, like the hurricane relief up there? Have a table outside. Bring your kid over there. We'll sell it the next day on the
Ron's
street.
Thanksgiving relief.
Yeah,
$10.
Take this food out of
There
my
you go.
house.
Yeah, yeah.
With someone
Giving back.
giving back to the
Yeah,
community.
I would just
Sometimes
send
you have
everyone
to.
home with a plate or like a
Well,
tray.
I'm gonna take it. You're invited, obviously, but
Yeah, I got invited yesterday.
well, listen. This is how it worked, Ron. So I didn't want to do it because everything I'm going through, and it just got to walk around. Everybody's like, you got to do it. So then I started out with, think about Ron Herbert. I have different generations of friends. So like Lauren will say, like, oh, all these young people are coming. Like Lauren, you're 37. Like they're 28 or 30. I don't like. And then then we got the Gregs in the world and Denny of the world, 45. But it just started with 3 people. Then they all have brought a guest. That's 6. Then the regulars started. Then I felt bad for not inviting. But you got to watch like a wedding, just inviting everybody.
Yep,
so
sure.
I just decided on Sunday that I was going to do some on Thursday. And then the funniest thing, the guy that loves you a lot is Charlie. Because Charlie goes, "You're inviting Michael, right?"
Thank you,
And I'm
Charlie.
like, yeah, for sure.
Thanks, Charlie.
And I said, "Yeah, but he won't. He probably won't come." But I said,
I
"Well,
would have if I would have known earlier. but-
Yeah, I know it's hard. It's just last minute.
Yeah. Well, Charlie looked out for me. Appreciate that.
No, well, then Charlie got a little crazy because then Charlie's like, "What about Sam, Grant, Smitty?" It's like the whole hoop group. I'm like, dude, they don't even, I
Yeah,
love
what
them.
about
They're
them?
great people. So they're Van Winger. They're great people. They're like, I mean, I could have that whole hoop group there, but they're not I never call the guys, but I like the guys. Like
Yeah.
Grant.
They probably got stuff going on too already.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
They're young.
They would come.
Right.
I
They probably
mean,
would,
if you're, you know what? Because
You know what?
We're
guys,
gonna have
you're
karaoke
invited.
and-
Grant and Cam, Grant and Sam. If
I
you're
might
listening,
still invite
You're
them.
invited.
Yeah, there you go. Just invite them. If they want to come by, come by.
So I'm going to my girlfriend's parents' house to meet them for the first
Oh.
time. So that should be
To this week?
That's like
this weekend. Yeah.
Meet
Yeah.
the
How long,
parents.
how long have you been dating her? I thought a long time.
No. So she's a new girlfriend.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Gone with the old
Is it local or you got to travel?
No, we're going to Johnson City, Tennessee.
Oh boy,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I've been there.
Heading down south to the land of the pines.
Yep, that's
making our
right.
way down to North Carolina.
There you
know.
go. Little wagon wheel.
Yeah, we'll
Over
see.
there.
We'll see what goes on. But,
Yeah.
they're smoking a turkey, so that's good.
Okay,
And I
that's
get to
good.
meet her brother for the first time, so I think she said we'll get along.
Yeah.
So that.
One
looking
time will
forward
tell.
to
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Where's that
No
at? Maybe
pressure.
we'll go there.
Right, Johnson City.
Johnson City,
Yeah,
Johnson
Johnson
City.
City, right? Yeah.
We'll
right.
be like
It's a couple hour drive.
yeah, but as far as this, you're always invited. So you're always invited.
I
That's
know.
the thing.
I'm just
No
giving you
matter
all the time,
what.
Ron.
Like even the table, even our.
Even if you didn't invite me and I knew it was going on, I would have just shown
Well,
up.
you always do. You always have been.
Yeah.
You did the podcast with me. We drive over in the golf cart. I always have a good bourbon. You know where the bar is. You know where the ice is. It's kind of, you're one of the only people. You walk in the front door, go right. You know where the ice is. You know where the bourbon is. You pour a little glass, and boom,
Yeah, and hang out.
and hang out.
If it was maybe a few degrees warmer, you guys could jump in the pool. It's going to be like, what, 70 degrees?
I mean, it's.
Oh, no, it's supposed to cool off, I think, tonight.
Well, we got a heated
Tonight,
pool, man.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
It
is
used to be
is
that
on the
way.
menu for tonight.
Remember, like every now and then it would snow at Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
That's not happening
I
these
don't
days.
remember that.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm
You're-
probably too young.
Right.
I've had way too many warm
And
Thanksgivings.
you're from down south.
Yeah.
You know,
No, that's
especially
true. Yeah.
especially up,
Yeah,
you
I know
know,
what it does.
in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could
Oh,
like it was like crapshoot, 50-50.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold and snowy, like
Yep.
go out and maybe, after having dinner, go
Play
out
some
with the boys,
snow
play
football?
some football.
Yeah.
Right,
No, I love
exactly.
I do
You know,
love that.
Smaller guys like me love snow football because you can tackle in it.
Right.
Because the bigger guys can run right over you. But like Derrick Henry in the snow is a lot different game because our feet aren't as you can
Oh, yeah,
knock
you
them
take them out.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Right. I moved to Denver. I was going to go to Denver Law School. Another little trivia thing about it, but it snowed 25 inches the day I landed, and the next day, and there. Are we still on? What do you got? Nobody's really listening. About 500 people.
They're saying.
Anybody got any
feet
comments?
Glitching and stopping.
Oh, really? Okay.
So,
We're still new at the podcast game.
so what's who's playing Thanksgiving? It's not like a typical
All
Cowboys.
bad. It's Cowboys.
Redskins, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're all bad teams now.
right.
Who is
Yeah.
playing? Hold on. Wait.
I know the Dolphins are playing The Lions, maybe. Well, the Lions are definitely playing.
Right.
Cowboys and Giants play each other.
Okay.
Dolphins. I want to say it's the Dolphins.
Bears and Lions.
Bears and Lions.
Giants and Cowboys.
So Dolphins play who?
And the Dolphins are playing Packers. That's a good game.
Packers. Yep. Green Bay.
It's supposed to be cold there. And then Memphis is playing Tulane. I'm sure you're waking up for that one.
What time?
7:30. Well, not waking up, but
Wait.
at
Who
7:30.
plays?
Memphis and Tulane in college.
Oh.
Can't
There's
wait.
actually games on Friday. They do Black Friday games now.
Right.
I don't know who is playing this Friday. I want to say the Chiefs are.
Hold on, I got it's well the Hornets are at home. You going to the game?
No, because we'll be in Fayetteville.
The next?
We,
Yeah. Did you go last night?
yeah, I went last night.
I gave my tickets to my dentist.
They were up. They were up the whole game and lost by 9. Or
Did
something
you
like
see
that.
my seats? You kind of look over there and see who's there.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, it was empty. No one was there.
No, they were there. They were there. Maybe not. Well, my dentist is so good to me. I'm like, I very rarely. I mean, it's really weird to be like, just leave. I'm like, no, I want to pay. Like, he goes, no, you're not paying. You just go. I'm like, all right, what can I do for somebody? He's got a kid loves basketball, Mark, and I'm like, Don's so nice to me over the years. I'm going to give him the tickets.
That was
And
nice.
we're courtside right next
Yeah,
to the
yeah, nice,
bench.
Yeah.
nice seats.
And
right?
so, and then I was at Burkdale actually crutching around last night, and it's amazing how uneven the cement is.
Out here.
You wouldn't know
things
until you
you-
crutch
the things
around.
you-
Right,
yeah,
right,
that's
right.
another
the things
side.
you realize, right?
And I know
when you
there's a
have new seats.
bench right in front of Sephora, which is helpful. Who wants to
Okay.
walk around Sephora? Like Lauren's like, let's go and swim.
Oh, my
I'm
wife
not
does all.
walking around Sephora.
My
Well,
wife does
this
all the
is
time.
what I'll say. I know Sephora's here, and I can go to Sephora and get my girlfriend her Christmas present.
Yeah.
And I'll have to go all over the place.
Right.
She'll be happy.
Yeah. There's a lot of good spots in here.
Well,
I
I
can
like-
knock it all out here.
You know, the Sunglass Hut is where I used to go, and they give like
Well, no, they
two
got the
for
Apple
two
Store.
for one or something.
Is Cheesecake doing Thanksgiving?
I know. I need to text them probably,
Yeah.
but they It's funny the tree lining. I talked to them. They weren't as busy. They were on the back side, but I don't know. I know Bar Taco is not open, and I know Fin and Philo is not open. We've been open
Well,
for
Bar
years.
Taco. They're gonna do like turkey tacos or something.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I never thought of
They
that.
should have done
I
that.
should have done that
They'll
today.
be so busy though because
Yeah.
people aren't cooking
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
Period.
Bob Evans down on the farm.
Right.
I'd go there in a heartbeat. Honey baked ham. I'm
Right.
telling you.
You know what the move is nowadays is Goldbelly. Have you ever gotten anything off Goldbelly?
No.
Have you?
Tell
You
me
know
about
Goldbelly
it.
is?
What is this?
Goldbelly is like where you can go on and order food from like really well-known places across the country. So there's like pizza places in New York you could order pizza from.
So they quick freeze it and
Yeah,
ship
so
it to
like
you.
I've gotten
Okay.
the
All right.
brisket from there's like this famous
Right.
smoke place in Texas, right? And
Right.
I've gotten the brisket from there. It's cooked. All you got to do is just pop in the oven for like
Right.
30 minutes, warm it up.
Wow.
But it's all these like famous, well-known restaurants throughout the country.
So what do you pay? Like 3 times the menu price
Oh
for
yeah,
it?
you're paying. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. But you got to have it because you
Yeah.
you
Is
can't.
there
I
any
think,
dessert
I
you
think
get?
the time I did it, it was a gift. So someone sent me like a brisket from
Right.
from this
Okay.
place in Texas. But
Right.
they got all kinds of desserts on there.
Yeah, desserts.
Famous cheesecakes, things
Okay,
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
But it's my dad actually did it for part of our Thanksgiving. He ordered like these big turkey legs that he's going
Right.
to make. But
Okay.
it's a good little.
You know,
But it is expensive,
not to
you're right.
talk about like desserts, but I had to talk. So Nate goes, "You got to try this place," and now I'm hooked. I shouldn't be because, obviously weight is a problem with desserts, and the peach cobbler. Have you ever eaten it? It's called the peach cobbler on DoorDash.
No,
You like cobblers?
not really.
Oh well, if you did, man, I'm telling you right now.
I'm not a big dessert guy. I mean, I like
they're
ice cream
good.
and milkshakes.
They're
That's
good.
it.
So is that the restaurant in 521 in Indian Land?
Maybe I don't know. I think they have one up here, but I don't know where it's at.
Okay.
It's called peach cobbler. They got really good cobbler.
Yeah, I think there's one on 521 Indian Land, if I'm not mistaken. Never been there, but drive by it. I'm like, this all you serve is peach cobbler. It's got to be good,
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
right?
Yeah.
You can like serve one thing.
No, they
Yeah.
have strawberry.
Yeah.
They have every. I'm like, and now I'm hooked on the damn shit. And obviously we don't have ice cream here. And the only thing I don't need is that damn ice cream. They give you ice cream with it, and every time I get the ice cream, I think, Red Rocks. We don't have. We had ice cream. We didn't have ice cream. We do have ice cream. We don't sell a lot. All the employees eat the ice cream, but I might get it again. We'll see.
Hey, Kush had a question.
Yeah.
Kush, it might have actually been, man. He said it was a Terry Black from Texas. I can't remember the name of it. It was a present, but could have
Kush
been.
is coming tonight.
Oh, he is?
Oh yeah, Yeah, he's bringing. Now, listen, this is a funny one. Because Renee goes, who would bring hush puppies to a Friendsgiving?
Kush.
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 Like, I'm just thinking, like,
Kush, you're bringing
but I
hush
think
puppies
Alex,
tonight, man.
Yeah, tell us about the hush puppies. A little
Wow.
bit of that, Kush.
It's probably
I'm not
But
hating
it's
that.
Friendsgiving.
I'm not
You
hating-
can
I'm
bring
not
anything
hating
you
that.
want.
That
It'd be
sounds
made
good.
from scratch.
If you want to bring sushi, you can bring anything you want. It's
Yeah,
a
but a hush,
Friendsgiving.
a hush puppy's like cornbread.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so that's appropriate, I think.
But as long as he's not getting it from like the frozen food section of Harris Teeter and just like
Well, we
throwing
don't
it
know
in
that. We don't care. It's Friendsgiving.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
We should be
right.
thankful. We're thankful, Kush.
Right. It's like, I'm making some turkeys. We
Is he
have
bringing a
ham.
sauce with it though? You like, sometimes
I
you
don't
dip
know.
it in
Any
like
cocktail
Coach, you bring a
sauce
sauce or
Cocktail
not?
sauce is good.
or
with
honey
hush puppies.
or butter.
Yeah.
You know what's great though? I bought.
He's probably not.
And Alex is really good at singing it. We got the karaoke machine, the newer one. Jenny bought me the state art one, and I'm telling you, nobody could figure out how to get it going. Like it was like it was. So for 3 years, I've been trying to get this stupid karaoke machine going.
Yeah.
Like everybody's over there trying to get you. I think I tried you one
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I was there when because you couldn't sign in with your email or something.
Right. So now I bought one. It's like this, $250 on Amazon, that big, and it works. It's on the TV. I mean, it's like. So my favorite part's going to be that I'm going to sing probably a little Frank Sinatra. I'm really good at that, and maybe a Christmas song.
Yeah, you should do some Christmas.
So we're going to have karaoke at my house.
It'll be like The Voice Thanksgiving
Yeah, will
edition,
be. Yeah, the very bad voice.
right?
Very bad voices. I think that they need good Thanksgiving songs. There's no Thanksgiving songs.
Well, what we were thinking about, we were talking today for a couple friends of mine were at the house, but like, what do you wear Thanksgiving compared to Christmas? Like I was saying, maybe.
Brown.
Well, that's so bad.
Elastic pants,
I don't know.
the
Yeah.
pants that stretch.
Yeah,
I say you wear
exactly.
some
Sweatpants.
stuff.
Yeah.
I say you look like an elf. Like I'm trying to think
You
what
don't
I could
look
wear
like an
tonight.
elf
What about a
on
cowboy?
Thanksgiving. What about a turkey? Why don't you dress like a turkey then?
Yeah, well-
or a pilgrim, or an Indian.
I bought a new tracksuit.
There you go. That's it.
It's nice. It's
That's
velvet.
actually
You're
not
gonna
bad.
wear that
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it. Yeah, it's got Santa Claus on the back.
All right. That's even.
so
yeah.
getting ready for the season.
There you go. And then right when Thanksgiving dinner's over, you start watching Christmas movies. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
Wizard
It's
of
a
Oz.
Wonderful Life.
Wizard of Oz is a technically.
Now wait,
now that's considered a Thanksgiving movie. They're saying
I'll
nowadays.
tell you my
Did know that?
favorite show of all time. It's Wonderful Life. No
It's
doubt.
a wonderful life. Right? Absolutely.
That's
Kicks
100%.
off Christmas.
That's my. Like if you ever think you're down and out, that
Yeah.
guy was down and out,
Oh yeah.
and they were all there for him.
I don't think I've seen it.
You've
You
never,
never
seen
seen
that?
No.
Oh my
Really?
gosh, this is a great movie. You need to see it. I'll buy
I
it.
know what it is, but I've never
gotta-
seen it.
No, you got to
Is
see
it
it.
in black and white?
You're,
Yeah, it's in black and
listen,
white.
you're
I know
gonna,
what-
you're
I know what
gonna,
it
I'm
is.
gonna buy. I don't know how I buy it for you, but I'm gonna try to buy a DVD or something.
I mean, it's
Well-
going to be playing on like everything.
Yeah, I'll
You
just
know,
I'll
I
look
mean,
for it.
It'll be
probably
on any
on-
channel.
yeah.
I'll give you $100 if you watch it because it might change your life.
Deal.
If you watch the whole thing
All right, I just
and
watched
the
it.
podcast,
No. You got to give him money if he doesn't cry.
No, but listen, you're
If
gonna
you
have.
don't
I'm gonna give you
cry,
$100 on the show, but I'm gonna also and don't be buying that little what we use in college, that little book, that you could. If you didn't read the
original
Cliff
version.
Notes, Cliff
Yeah,
Notes.
Cliff
yeah,
Notes,
Cliff
right?
Notes, right.
So I don't want to be Cliff Note in the movie because
I
I want to
know
ask you
it's about this guy's down
specific
and out.
questions. And if you how we're gonna change the bet? If you can answer 3 of the questions of the movie, you get $100. So like at the end,
All right, tell
I
me the
might
3
say,
questions.
what are they? Okay, well, at the end, what song do they sing at the
Okay,
end?
all right. I'm just gonna look these up.
Well, okay. And I think he went to a grave site.
Yep.
What you remember the movie well?
Rosebud.
Ron?
Yeah. So,
What question would you ask him?
so I would ask
Remember,
him,
I haven't seen it yet.
First of all, there are some characters in there that you need to kind of figure out.
Okay.
Who, like who's the bad guy?
One of
remember,
those.
Remember the bad guy, the boss? Wasn't he really mean?
Yes.
I don't know.
Right.
He changed him, and I feel
Right.
like when you watch that movie, it does. I'll be honest with you, it gives tears at the end.
Right.
It's kind
Yeah,
of really.
you see if you don't cry.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
he
mean, I
will.
probably-
Michael was
you know,
probably
I
a
probably
Fayetteville
will.
guy. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So
Yeah.
we watched
Grew up near an army base. Okay.
we watched a Bruce Willis movie with.
Was Ron in it?
What was the Bruce Willis movie? When
Well, I
the-
was in Vendetta with Bruce Willis. His last movie. If you don't know that, Ron.
And that's not a Bruce Willis. That's a Ron movie.
Well, Vendetta, I just saw. It's coming. And,
You're talking of oh my gosh, what's the name of it?
the Takashami
Yeah.
tower went
Oh
up
my
on
gosh.
fire. It's, So the question was
Die Hard.
Die Hard. The
Die
question
Hard.
was, is it a Christmas movie?
Yeah, that's
And
what
then,
everyone.
right. So
yeah.
I say it happened during Christmas.
Right.
but it's not necessarily a Christmas
Yeah,
movie.
a lot of
right?
people classify it as a Christmas movie,
Right.
but I don't know.
You know, this is, by the way, Chef Ron Bryan. He's articulating us in different ways, Ted, which is good. I like what you're, you know, we got you.
So-
We're talking about Thanksgiving, what we're doing for Thanksgiving, our menu. And now we're talking about Die Hard.
Die
I mean,
Hard, right?
Well,
he's out here wondering what to
I
say,
mean,
what we're
Christmas
going to
movies
do.
they're
I
starting
mean,
up.
this podcast is so hard to get on.
I asked, but I
Yeah.
asked Ron. I was like, Ron, what's your podcast about? He's like, I don't know. We talk about stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of stuff you talk about? Well, you know, we talk about, you know, sports and politics and, you know, food, and,
stock market.
and girlfriends and, you know,
Christmas
stuff like
now,
that.
now
you know what I
Christmas
mean? Right,
movies.
yeah. We're
Now
talking
Christmas movies. And what to wear on Thanksgiving.
Well, I mean, I think the show is about that, about life. It's really about a history of life.
That's our motto. We talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But table talk is really it's a tea time for me. It's 1 o'clock. The biggest thing we're doing, just so you know, again, and you better get on the list because I've already had 10 for the VIP ice skating deal, December 10th.
December 10th.
So if you're not on the list, like Alex said, you can't sell. Nobody will come. Like I've had more people when I'm renting out the ice skating ring with my cash. Table talk is going broke.
No,
rent the
'cause
ice skating
we
ring.
got a new sponsor.
You
And
got
we're gonna-
sponsors, right?
Yeah, we did. We had somebody offer me some 10,000 yesterday.
All right.
But we're going to have a podcast. We're going to be
I haven't
out on the
seen a dime,
stage.
by the way.
Out on the stage.
Yeah, we will be. And we'll
Question
be
is, what are you going to wear?
We'll
for,
be broadcasting.
What are you going to
live.
wear on the ice?
Well, I'm like, obviously, I
Well, I don't know
can't
if we're going
skate.
to ice, but I'll probably wear some. I don't know, some red and green.
I'm going to probably wear my Montclair jacket. I love that jacket.
There you go.
You know.
Bring out the best.
yeah.
Well, we gotta have our table.
Can't hide
Maybe
money,
we'll have our
right?
table talk suits by that, track suits by that.
No, we should do. I really will. I'll tell them tomorrow. Let's do that. But I think that the ice skating is now. I'm trying, and if you're listening,
They need to sign
Alexa,
waivers. These people need to
but
sign
no
waivers
adoption place beyond. So I wanted to try to get Sidney Kidd on, Sidney Crosby.
Okay.
Now DH will never get that, but you never know with me. You just don't
Just
know.
ask. Put it
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
one way to
What-
find out.
Sidney, if you're listening,
He
Sidney
is.
Crosby,
He joined live.
please, you want to be on the podcast. We're going to have, but I want to try to get somebody in ice skating, but I think Frank Garcia is
What
going to come up
about
again.
Tanya Harding?
Tanya Harding.
Yes.
As long as she doesn't bring a baseball bat.
Yeah. Or bring like two guys with her. To have
No,
baseball
I think
bats.
Tanya Harding would be good. I think we could get, I mean, you know, Joey Logano's sister was almost a, how do you say it, Olympic ice skater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back
Nice.
in the day, because when they family used to eat here all the time when they were a kid, but she came in.
I mean,
Not many people ice skate around here, but where we grew up, people played hockey.
yeah.
Right.
So everybody knew how to ice skate.
I
I,
think
see these kids, they're hanging out, they're grabbing on the wall, they won't let go. It's like, come on, you gotta let
Yeah,
go.
you gotta
my
go.
trainer
You gotta
Todd,
go.
he plays all the time hockey,
Right.
but he's always hurt. You know,
Well,
I play
yeah,
hockey. I
sure.
love hockey.
I mean, we didn't grow up ice skating here, but we definitely rollerbladed. You know, it's
Right.
It's
Nobody-
a similar concept,
Yeah,
right?
similar.
You know,
my friends don't believe me, but I was the fastest ice skater and fucking roller skater when I was 16. My mother could verify. They put cones out. Have you ever slow skate? You ever do that? Do you ever go ice skating or roller skating?
roller skating. Yeah.
But they put cones out, and then you have to race around the cones, right?
Right.
Well, I know it's hard to believe, but I was the fastest.
I believe you.
But my calves, you ever seen them? I've always had good lower, and I think it's because my friend at like 10 or 12 made me do like pushing the legs up on the thing, and I'd do weights, and
Right.
I was a pretty good, for my size, athlete. Luckily, we were double A. I got to play basketball at the beginning.
Yeah.
Then we went triple A, then we went quad A. I'd never played it. I was telling them the other day if you're quad A, but ice skating and roller skating, if you didn't run, the roller skater was a big Friday night event with the girls.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. of
You
course.
pick up or
Get the
whatever night
roller
it
rig,
was.
Yeah.
Go hang
Right.
out.
Right.
That's like
You
the
get
skating ring back in the
get
day.
to slow skate with
Yeah.
somebody. You know.
Right, but
Yeah,
ice
fun.
skating is now. I mean, I could. Well, obviously no, but even 2 years ago, we ran out of roller skating, and I could hardly roller skate. It's funny how you lose
Sure. Yeah.
that ability
Yeah.
to do stuff.
That's one of those like once you stop, it's kind of hard to get back into it.
So the ice skating event, we should probably. You
want.
want to wear the same outfit, and we're gonna have Frank on. So maybe I'll buy.
Well, why
Frank
don't we dress like you could be Nancy Kerrigan, I'll be Tanya Harding.
What you got to do is you got to tell Frank to wear something completely different than what you guys are wearing.
Yeah, I like that.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, we're just lucky he comes on the podcast, so we really can't tell him what to do. I mean, but yeah, you're right. Well, we'll figure out.
Maybe he's got his old
Maybe
Panther
we do
shirt.
Kush. We get a wig or something. We got to put this on. Though.
Kush could dress up like P Diddy because he said he has. Sorry,
Yeah.
he has
Yeah.
P Diddy mask. He said.
What, just
I
gonna wear
saw-
like an orange jumpsuit or what?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I saw
That's a
he's-
touchy subject.
He's
by
got
the
a
way.
P Diddy mask. I've seen it.
What, the orange jumpsuit or P Diddy?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we got.
No pun intended. It's
We got to
touchy.
be. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's very touchy.
it's a little slippery too. Oily.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're staying
I,
away
wa-
from that.
I wonder
one.
what P Diddy's having for Thanksgiving.
Someone might be having him. I'll tell you that.
Right?
What do they do? I mean, we're going down. It's funny how these slow. Do you think they
told you
have
we talk
turkey
about
in
stuff.
jail? They have turkey in
What, I
jail.
changed
talk
the
about
dynamic
stuff.
of this show or what?
They have turkey in jail, I'm sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm sure where he's at, they probably do. He's probably got it like a nice little cush, no pun intended, cush,
No way.
like jail situation. Maybe.
Yeah, but he's spoiled. He's not digging it at all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's disgruntled.
I mean, it's all relative, right? I mean, it's probably a
Right.
nice prison cell, but for
Right.
him, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's not his.
I just think this is a
Luxurious
slippery
mansion with
slope.
big
We get
oil.
off that slope.
Yeah. I'm
I'd
not
rather
getting on
talk
his
about my
slippery
hat
slope.
all in. What about my all in hat? What,
Yeah,
what
what
slogan
was-
we gonna have for Denny next year?
What is this all in? That's your Denny thing, right?
Well, every year we've had Charlie helps a lot too. LFGDH. Let's fucking go Denny Hamlin. We've done everyone we crossed out. We haven't won a championship in a long time. We never won one.
so you need a new slogan.
Right, it was all in, but this is like he's getting older now, so
Look,
we got to think.
this is our year part 2.
Well, you got to
the
have it
sequel.
so you can put on a hat.
Yeah.
Like all in was kind of it. LFGDH. It's funny because people at the track actually wear these, make the hat up and wear it. But this year might be. We got to think of something easier. You're good at slogans, but I don't think that. Let's, all in was good. Now we got to think. What is a winning slogan? Forget
Yeah.
about Denny. What's a winning slogan? You got any? Like that's you got.
Yeah, winners win.
I mean,
Winners win.
Yeah.
Yours is always, winners never quit, quitters never win.
Yeah.
How
you go.
about it's
Right.
about time?
Right?
It's,
I
our,
mean-
it's our time.
It's our time.
Yeah.
It's
Time is now.
time is
Yeah.
now. I mean, it's been a lot of trips to Phoenix and everywhere else to try to win this
Yeah.
championship.
He's going to win you one. You're going to win one.
Well, it's me and
Yeah,
Denny.
you and Denny, yeah.
Right. It's my plane and everything else.
You're a backseat driver.
So we got I looking at my notes today, right next to a check that I'm gonna write myself. But we have Thanksgiving we touched on, sports talk, stock talk. By the way, I did join Coinbase.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You got on a little late, I think.
No, I don't know how much I have in it, but I have I can't get it out.
Wait, so you-
Binance.com. I had Binance.
Yeah, I had Binance.
They
as well.
stopped doing it. I mean, Coinbase. And then I was buying on PayPal the Bitcoin. I've been trying to stock away.
This is what I hate. When it on Coinbase it's different than like PayPal. You could like see the rates and they're like slightly different. It's like who's up?
Yeah.
Who's more accurate?
Yeah.
That makes me a little nervous. But
Full tricky.
again. Like, what do you mean?
no, when you compare, say for instance, I've got Coinbase and I've got some other platform that I've got Bitcoin on, and sometimes they're not.
So
at the same rate.
94,500 and then the other one's 95,500.
500, right? Yeah, so it's a little different sometimes. It's like
Right, when you're buying
who's
it.
more
Yeah.
accurate,
Yeah.
who's faster, when can I get my money out faster?
Right.
Yeah, Binance
So-
was always a little sketchy, anyways.
Well, John has like 3 Bitcoins. And it's 16,000. So you can sell the damn thing. And he goes, no. So I don't know. We need Chris
Yeah.
Scott on to talk about this stuff because Chris always knows.
Yeah. I just buy it. I don't,
We haven't talked about Chris. He's a good friend of ours, colleague of his, and Chris, like literally yesterday, it's like I think you're working. I'm working working a different way. But he texts us right away. Who do you like in the game? I'm like, it's like 3:00, dude. What do you think about Derrick Henry? What do you think about? I'm like, dude, I'm just waking up. I'm not even thinking about this. And you're the
3
same
o'clock,
way.
he's waking up. You're waking up at 3.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he's 3. I'm surprised he didn't text about Thanksgiving Day games.
Oh, no, you will.
Yeah.
It's too early. No, it's not too early for him.
And he looks at action. That's the best thing I ever did with him.
Yeah.
He's always.
He's texting me about Thanksgiving, so don't worry.
Oh,
You're
he
next.
is
You're
already.
next,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I got this friend. His name is Keith O'Neill. He lives down in Bradenton, Florida, and he's like super highly active all the time. Got lots of energy. He's probably about 10 years older than me, but he's got like twice as much energy.
Yeah.
And it'll be 6 o'clock in the morning. He's working out and he's like talking about what games he's going to bet on. And that's you know what I mean? I mean, like
Yeah.
when you like wonder what's going on inside that mind.
Right, yeah.
You look in there and there's like probably about 8 little people doing jumping jacks
Yeah.
in that brain.
Then you're almost
So
like,
it's
do we need to have a talk with him? Is it, that's how I feel about Chris sometimes. Like, maybe sit down and just just delete the apps for like 3 days. Because you're getting a little
No, the
crazy.
parlays.
Yeah. But what he does is when he starts losing, he starts live betting like double the amount he already bet, and then trying to get
Trying
it.
to-
By the
Trying
way,
to
in
make
that
up.
poll
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
that poll I'm in, with 35 people, I think I'm number one right now. You pick the spread every week. It's 11 weeks, 12 weeks. I'm number one. I'm up by 4 points.
It's your year.
NFL or college?
NFL and college, you pick
Okay.
spreads in each one by Saturday at noon, but I almost won again this week. The only thing I did wrong, I didn't even think about it. I would have got third place, but I usually do the over-under spread, whatever it was, 51.
Yeah.
Right? For some reason, I thought 60, which I've never made that mistake. But because I was 60, I had the same record this week as the third and fourth place guy, but they had 51. And they got third and fourth, and I got fifth, which I didn't get paid. I would have got paid.
Oh,
so
okay.
I made that.
Because the
I
over
just-
under, yeah.
Right, the over-under.
It's the tiebreaker.
The tiebreaker, which
Yeah.
I made a mistake. But I think I'm going to, hopefully I win that. I think you win it for a good coin, 3 or
Yeah,
4
I'm
grand.
sure you will. You
So,
got this.
yeah.
It's your year.
What are we talking
You're
about
all
this
in.
week? Who do we got this week?
All right, let's get our picks of the week here.
I always, last time I lost
Let's
it.
do a Thursday game. So Bears are 10-point underdogs. Lions are favored by 10. Giants are 3.5-point underdogs to the Cowboys. The Cowboys 3.5-point favorites.
Tough
Then,
to bet on.
then you
them.
got the Packers at 3.5-point favorites against the Dolphins.
I think Miami's hot. I would take that game. I would take Miami plus 3.5. I think.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
I'm just saying.
10 is a lot, though. I mean, for the Bears and Lions. but Lions are
Detroit blows everybody out, so don't know. And it plus
I'd probably take. I don't think I might take Detroit minus 10.
I think everybody in the country is too, but I agree. But Public's been winning lately, man. Public's on fire. But
You know what? No, I'm going to go Giants plus 3.5. That's
and I
my pick.
see your
I
fantasy.
just went
You
all-
won. That's so
Oh.
bad.
How about that?
0.5 you won by.
No, I wouldn't buy 1.5, but
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I messed up. 1.5.
Yeah.
And your guy got hurt after.
Yeah, I had one guy left, and it was J.K. Dobbins, and I needed 5 points, and he got me 6.5,
Then he got hurt.
and then he got hurt. But hey, it's all right.
You're doing good for the pickups. I mean, I'm projected the rest of the way 113, 115. So I'm looking good, but we'll see. I mean,
I got
injuries-
Pacheco coming back this week, so I'm excited.
I have Hunt, so I got to put him on the bench.
Yeah, sorry.
What's your record?
I'm like 5-7 now.
Right. So that, I'm talking 6-6. So it's not like you're that good.
Well,
And don't blame it on injuries.
I'm one game back of you.
I know, but you're acting like, you're 5-7. You're
Dude.
not, right. Don't say your injuries. It happens in fantasy.
Just so you know, I had Christian McCaffrey, Isaiah Pacheco, Chris Olave were my first 3 picks, I think. So all of them are hurt for most of the season. So
and now
not-
Dobbins.
and now Dobbins.
McCaffrey was hot.
Yeah.
He was tearing it up.
Yeah, and so I picked him number 1 overall, and he got hurt.
But now Trent
Before the
Williams,
season
you
started.
know, the big thing is they lose when Trent. They all talk about everything else. Trent Williams is the best offensive lineman in the whole business. Left tackle, if you don't know, big guy, blocks people. You just go right over him.
Oh wow, your Steelers are 3-point underdogs this weekend.
Yeah, against the Bengals.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Oh, they should take the Bengals though if they dig in.
I don't know.
Well,
the
I
Bengals
thought,
been
I thought
playing.
for sure they would have covered 3.5 against Cleveland, and they
And the
lost.
problem is the Bengals are kind of hot.
And the Bengals are playing well.
Yeah. So but
And
it's
it's
in
in
a rivalry,
Cincinnati.
and I don't know.
And the
I
passing game is good.
I
Yep.
just think that our defense is so much better than theirs. But
This is
Burrow
what
is so good.
This is what frustrates me with Pittsburgh. They get to the end of the season, right? And then they barely get into the playoffs. And then they get to the playoffs and it's like they give up.
I don't give up. I'm a Steeler fan. I don't think they give up. They play better competition.
And,
They're always 9-7, 10-6. They play somebody that's 11.
and they're beat up by the time they get there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a bit of a challenge. So hopefully they can
I
continue
think
I know,
injuries
'cause
definitely.
to get there.
I mean, they were 8-2 obviously before they lost this weekend.
I
but-
mean, I think that game is definitely going to be watched. Charlie's gonna. That's his team. I got to listen to his shit all week.
the Bengals.
No, but I love
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
What day is that on?
I can root for Pittsburgh as long as they're not
Yeah.
playing against the Eagles.
Yeah. The Eagles are your
Same
team.
state.
Yeah.
Yeah, same state.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's AFC, you know. So I can root for them.
So
Right.
we got Houston, Jacksonville, Titans.
The Eagles look good though.
I mean,
Yeah,
we got
right.
the Jets,
I mean-
Aaron Rodgers. He's horrible. We
I mean,
got
Barkley,
Barkley's-
225.
jeez. He might win
255,
MVP,
255,
honestly.
wow,
255
Eagles,
was
Ravens.
incredible.
Did you say that?
What?
Eagles, Ravens,
That's going to be a good one.
and Ravens are -3. That's a good game.
Right.
What is that?
That's afternoon.
4 o'clock game.
4:25.
Yeah,
That's
4
gonna be
o'clock
a
game.
good
Oh
game.
yeah, you're right. Okay.
And 49ers Bills would have been until Purdy and everybody got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be. The Bills are -7. I would say. The Ravens game. That's an interesting game. They're good at home. I don't know what the weather is too. We got to look at the
They are
weather.
good at home.
Yeah.
Like it's really cold in Green Bay this week. It's like 20. So I think that's a factor with
Oh,
Tua.
Miami will have a.
Oh, they'll have a hard time.
yeah.
Absolutely, they can't.
Miami's
make
gonna
the
love
cold weather.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand that. Just go up early. Like, how do you not act like they're all? I mean, every player's played in the cold.
Yeah, but going up early doesn't. You got to remember, Green Bay's there all the time. They're playing in it every day.
I know, but how many people? We have a roster who grew up in Pittsburgh and all that. I did have a funny. Frank, we'd have to ask Frank when he's back on, but Frank had a funny story. So he went to Green Bay and it was 0 degrees, and he thought he was going to be a tough guy, and he didn't wear like a long sleeve shirt. And he
All
was
right.
like, and he said, "Dude, I was freezing my ass off."
Right.
Like, and it's halftime because I'm he
Yeah.
was freezing his ass off. I mean,
I
so
can imagine.
some
it's
guys, I think you have to.
It's somewhat windy there. I mean,
No,
too.
you got to go in to win. If you're going to win. That's what you got to do with that. You got to know you're going to win.
Yeah.
If you don't know you're going to win, you're going to lose every time. Like I know, in any event I'm going to do, I think I'm going to win, even though I'm not going to win. Right? I might not win, but I got to think I'm going to win.
Yeah. That's right.
See,
You don't want to go and think you're
when
going to
when
lose.
doubt sets in, you start making excuses. Oh, it was rainy. Oh, it was too cold. Oh, my fingers were numb. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's when.
When I opened Red Rocks, they said we weren't going to make it. We did 13,000 a week. Look now, I'm saying when I opened the garage, said I wasn't going to make it. And I
Yeah.
did it. So I mean, it's all a mindset, and you have to. I think you have to change though your mentality somehow. Like even schools that are going far west, they go a couple days early now to get used to the time change.
Yeah.
I think that's a factor.
That is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I could see that. Well, and going to like somewhere like Denver, the altitude, that's more of a
Are
factor.
the
than anything.
Panthers are going at home this week, right? They're playing.
They
in
are.
Tampa.
Yeah. They're playing. Yeah. They're playing
They're
here.
at home
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
My tickets actually sold this week.
Well, of course they did. They were playing the Chiefs.
Wow. When they wait, hold. Are you sure they're playing? They are.
Yeah.
4:05.
Really?
I might have to show up for that game.
It's a 4 or
That might
5
be my
game?
first game.
All right, do it.
I might. I'm going to go. I'm going to use my tickets to go in your suite.
You haven't
if
been to
don't
a home
mind.
Yeah, do it.
You mind if I?
No, not
You
at all.
going to be there?
Yeah. I'm planning on it.
What's the last time we had your suite? I'll never forget it. I think was it your suite where the girl that Bob Dontino ran,
Yo, yeah. I wasn't in there. Yeah.
and then the weirdest thing, Ron. The girls had those cups of like when popcorn goes in,
Right.
and they were leaving, and they kept putting like the cookies and anything inside of that. So they got every last bit of everything in there.
They cleared like all the food. Right.
yes,
yeah,
they
yeah.
cleared all. It was a weird
They
thing.
didn't go home empty-handed.
No leftovers. We're staying in that suite.
Now, it's interesting. You were talking about the winning mentality, right? I was watching The Voice last night because I watched that with my girlfriend, and Snoop Dogg is on the show as a coach, and I never thought the guy was nearly as, I think, brilliant as he really is. The guy's obviously a businessman,
Yeah.
a
Right.
musician as well. But he had a guest coach, and one of the guest coaches was Simone Biles. So my girlfriend said to me, "Why is a gymnast, coaching on The Voice?" And I said, "It's not about The Voice. I think because at this level, these people really don't need voice coaching.
Yeah.
It's about that winning mentality that
Yeah.
Simone
Well,
Biles can
I
bring.
don't believe
right?
that. I don't know. We can. That's a topic itself. I wouldn't want to listen to a gymnast about how I'm going to sing. You think?
No,
No,
it
she's
wasn't
not-
about
she was not
singing. She
teaching.
was,
I watched
she
last
was
night.
teaching. She was trying to tell them how to
'Cause
get that winning mentality.
we know that.
How to rise above. Your
The
challenges.
girl that's
et cetera.
from Denver.
Okay.
Do you know the
the
country girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on Snoop's team.
Yes,
And
she
she
is.
does- she did
so
really
we've been
well
watching
last
her
night.
because she used to sing at the church we would go to.
Okay, right. Yeah.
And my wife was like, "Oh, she's going to be on The Voice," and now we're watching for her. But I'm realizing how good of a coach Snoop is. I mean,
He's
yeah.
a great coach,
Yeah.
and it's not all about the techniques of singing.
Yeah.
He brings that that let's rise to
Yeah.
high level of,
Right.
of performance.
Show your personality.
which
Yeah.
is what
Yeah.
we all should be doing. That's what Tony Robbins is selling for and making
I
millions
yeah.
of dollars.
I wouldn't want to listen to him about singing, but
Tony-
Yeah,
By the
no,
way.
I agree. I agree.
He's a great
I
singer.
thought the same thing.
Right.
But
know.
it
Yeah.
really
Well,
is
they're
about
so
we
far
could probably
Well,
get Snoop.
They're
Snoop,
so-
my friend's his manager. We could probably get Snoop on. We'll
Oh,
call
we
him.
should do that.
Let's
so-
call Ian. Make sure I do that one time.
Oh, well. Okay.
Okay, because Ian's a good buddy of mine, and he runs this whole tour.
Yeah. Well, that would be a good guess. But yeah, they're so far along in the process. There's only like so many people left that it's not about coaching up.
No,
and
that's
singing
great.
No, it's
anymore.
about it's about confidence.
Yeah.
You know, it's about
I've watched this show. I
presence.
think you need to have that person tell you to get a high bar, low bar. How do
No,
you,
they do that. But
like you'll
with it-
see at my karaoke tonight when I sing "Summer Wind." Summer wind.
Yeah, send a
is
video of
blowing
it.
in. Right, I know this song in my heart. So
Yeah.
but I probably need somebody to get me over the top.
I think you could do it.
No, you talk about the girl from Denver. What's her name?
Forgot her name.
Okay. I'm not. I really don't like country music.
Yeah.
So much. You know what I mean? But she's doing
She's doing great.
great.
Yeah.
You know, she's got a great.
She brings out her
presence.
personality. She
Right.
works the stage.
I'm gonna have to Google it.
I can tell you. Yeah. Let me see if I can-
Yeah, but you know, and it's someone I
Is she on The Voice?
She's on The Voice, right? And she's doing really well.
Wow.
She's got a great personality. She's genuine. She enjoys doing what she's doing. So you see it, you know,
Wow.
when she's singing, she's smiling, she's engaging with the audience, and then the audience gets behind her, you know. And I can't help.
Are you talking about she's in the show? She's not.
She's
Christina? Christina, right? Is it- Yeah, Christina Eagle.
Yes, that's her.
Yeah.
that's
She's
her.
in the show.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
competing in the show.
Oh wow!
And
She'll
she's
probably
trying to
get her. It's Denver, Colorado, or Denver.
No,
Denver,
yeah.
Oh,
North
she'll
Carolina,
probably
right
come
around
in.
the
I mean,
corner,
why don't we
yeah.
have her on the show?
You know the church Mark would have here?
Yeah.
She used to sing at that church.
And she's fun. She's engaging.
We
You
have
know,
a guy at The Voice that was in The Voice. He eats here, but we need to try to get her on the show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
She's
you know,
busy right
yeah.
now, but she's maybe
She's
after.
balling right now.
When she's done,
getting it.
look, everybody wants to name on the menu or something.
Right.
They want to know Ron anyhow. Red
Yeah.
Rocks. Ron, come on.
Yeah.
Which
Snoop-
one? You?
Snoop
Red
Dogg.
Rocks Ron. Yeah, exactly.
Who needs to know Snoop?
Well, where's the and it's almost time, but
Yeah, it's time. Yeah.
it's time.
Let's wrap this
Ron,
bad
you
boy up.
better start making. We have
Sorry-
turkey
sorry
and
we
sweet
kept you
potatoes
so
for you
long.
tonight. They working on it.
Yeah. I got turkeys in the oven
Okay,
right
good.
now. Let's see how much time I got left.
Oh, you got.
And then what kind of sweet potatoes you want? You just said sweet potatoes. You want
Yeah.
candied yams? You
I
want
don't
like
care.
you know?
I don't really care.
Okay.
What,
You
it's
want
just
like-
for 12 people. And everybody's bringing
You want like
stuff,
some
so
brown sugar and
whatever you want.
pecans?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
But let's see how much longer we got on the turkey. An hour and 34 minutes
Yeah, you're
left on
good.
your
Nice.
turkeys.
Okay. Well,
There
let's
you go.
turkey it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully you stop by today, Michael.
Hey, I'll see what I could do. What time does it get started?
7:30, but karaoke starts about 9:30.
Okay. That's all
Well,
I care about.
Thank you guys for having me on your
Yeah.
podcast.
Thanks for coming,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looking
Thanks,
forward to
Ron.
Thanksgiving.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, everyone,
Well, just so you know now, if you don't know, I'm trying to. Michael, you're the guy. You're the moderator, but you got to let them know. Spotify.
oh, yeah. So
YouTube?
we're officially on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on
Instagram?
Apple. We're on Instagram. Yeah. And you can tune into us on all those platforms.
And
Spotify,
look for.
Apple, YouTube.
I got a couple sponsors coming up, and I'm going to let go, but we're going to have
and mark your calendars, December 10th.
December 10th, and it's a limited
Invites are coming.
Evite, and if you don't
If you don't get one, sorry.
well, you can always, the only person that we know Chris is invited because he commented, but we need to get maybe somebody comments to get the ice skate.
Yep.
That'd be a cool event.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So
All right.
okay.
Well, we're signing
Where's
off, guys. Follow us on Spotify.
Do
YouTube.
we have a song or something or not?
Yeah, you ready?
I can't. Why can't I hear it?
I don't know why you can't hear
Can
it.
you hear it, Ryan?
I hear something now.
You hear
Yeah.
that music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why am
That's
I
it.
hearing the music?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know why. But all right, everyone. Until next time. See you later.
Peace out.